All right, what is going on, Ranger fans? Welcome to another edition of 407 Rangers. I'm your host, Raven Tapia. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and a comment. Turn on your notifications when I'm about to upload a recap, go live, or put up highlights. Now, as y'all know, they lost to the Kings, which it didn't surprise me. It didn't. I mean, the Kings have been tough to beat at home, just like I told y'all last segment. And when I saw throughout the whole game, the Rangers could not control the puck for their life. And that's been their biggest problem pretty much throughout the whole season. They can't bring the puck down properly, and they can't control it in the neutral zone. And of course, the Kings exposed that. Now, this is how ridiculous this game was. So Kevin Fiala, of course, was had the two goals in this game, and he scored one off the power play. Now look, the Kings are ranked 28th on the power play. And of course, with no surprise, the New York Rangers made the Los Angeles Kings look like they're a top 10 power play team. So from there, I already knew this game is cooked. You just let a bottom power play team score a goal on you on the power play. Like, there's no way in hell you're going to win if you just allowed that. And then, of course, Matt Rempe, he got injured in the game too. So now we have no Rempe, no Edstrom, we have no size. So that might hurt the team a little bit tonight against the Ducks, which we'll get to that later. Because, man, I got to tell you, this game was just ridiculous. Like, there was nothing exciting about this. The only thing that saved the New York Rangers was Igor Shesterkin not allowing more than 2 goals. Because the third goal was an empty netter. And like I said, man, it's just ferocious. The Nault was the one that hit the empty net goal at the end of the period. But, man, I just feel, you know what? I was giving so much backlash for Igor, but at this point, I'm starting to just feel bad for Igor Shesterkin because they're just overworking him just to lose. It's like, why are you going to let him play great behind the net if you're not even going to try to win for him? Like, it's ridiculous. Igor deserves better, man. Like, that's the thing that's been pissing me off with this core. They see that Igor's now the highest paid goalie, so they're like, we got the $11.5 million goalie. We don't got to work as hard. He can carry us on defense, which it's just ridiculous. And like I said, guys, I already know this season is cooked. Like, I'm in shock that the hockey guy has not said that this team's in a tire fire. He believes still that this team has a chance to make it, which is absolutely shocking to me because I watch the hockey guy a lot. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, he's crazy for saying that, but it's just shocking to me that the hockey guy still believes in his team somehow. But the Yankees played baseball yesterday, and honestly, that was my highlight of the week. Not the Rangers losing all these games and freaking... No, the Yankees won yesterday, and that made my week a whole lot better. Because like I told y'all on the last segment against the Canucks, they're not going to win against the Kings if they're only going to shoot the puck 12 times. And the crazy part was the same problem happened, barely shooting the puck in the net. I think within the second period, they only had like 4 shots. So it's no surprise to me. Like, I know you guys want me to get an angry reaction, but it's like, guys, I've been checked out with this team. I already know they're not going to do what we expect them to do. These guys are checked out. If you ask me, it seems like they're ready to go on vacation. But here's my biggest thing, man. If you ask me how I feel about the New York Rangers, it needs a shift in everything as far as their culture, their personnel. Because here's what upsets me about being a Rangers fan. A lot of times when you hear that players like to go there and they have an attraction of bringing in players, what I'm starting to realize is every time players go there, they don't go there to win. These guys like to just live the nightlife of the New York City lifestyle. Because I already know. I'm originally from New York. You don't think I don't know that New York City has a lot of things to do? Especially if you're a hockey player and you happen to have a couple $1,000,000, now you can just roam around the city and really do whatever you want. So that needs to stop because you know what? I'm sick of the attraction because of that. And that's why we have this poor core because from what I see, it seems like they don't care that they're playing for a $6 billion organization for New York City. It seems like to me they are just having fun in New York City and then saying, all right, gotta go play hockey. Because if you ask me, a lot of these players in this season, they've been treating this season like it's a fucking job. They don't even have the passion or care that they're doing it for the sport anymore. At this point, this team is just showing up to collect the check. Same thing with Laviolette. These guys don't care no more. They turned this season into a 9 to 5. They're just clocking in and clocking out and getting their paychecks and moving on. Like, that's how I genuinely feel about this New York Rangers. But it's not just this core. This bullshit has been happening for decades. It's nothing new. That's why they need to start changing the ways of like doing certain things and letting the players just roam around the city like that. And it's not to say that they can't have fun or any of that. No. The problem is I feel like they're having too much fun. That's why the Miami Heat, that NBA team, anybody who knows Miami knows it's a city that has an interesting lifestyle, especially if you have money around you. If you have money in Miami, you can definitely live an interesting lifestyle because it'll be like the fast life, nonstop. I've been to Miami. I know how it is. You can be doing so much that you won't even sleep. I'm telling you, it's really like that there. Like the party lifestyle, it's an interesting one down there. But the Miami Heat, what they do is they outwork the players so much when it comes to like practice and skill training and things of that nature that they don't even want to go around South Beach or the Strip or any of that because they're too tired. They don't even care that they're surrounded by a nightlife of freaking nonstop clubbing and escaping and just partying all around you and women and boats and things of that nature because they're too tired from practicing for the NBA team that they're playing for in that city. And that's what the Rangers need to start doing. If they don't start like disciplining in different ways, it's going to keep going. It really is. It's going to continue if this keeps up. Like, that's where I'm at. I want the Rangers to start being a team of attraction to actually win, rather than be the players that want to live the lifestyle of the city that never sleeps. Because, like I said, there's a lot to do in New York City. So it's no surprise to me that when players go play for the Rangers, they know they're about to have a lot of fun too. Like, and I bet you if you ask any of those Ranger players, they'll tell you that there's a lot of perks with being a Ranger player. But I'll keep you guys updated for the Anaheim Ducks game because I know they're going to be playing at 10:30. Some of y'all might sleep, some of y'all might watch it. I personally feel like Jacob Trouba might score a goal in the New York Rangers. That's like how much like faith I lost with this team. Like, I've been talking on the group chat, Jacob Trouba scores a hat trick on the New York Rangers because it wouldn't surprise me one bit if Jacob Trouba somehow scores a goal on this team tonight. Not one. That's how I feel about the Rangers. The Rangers will actually let Jacob Trouba score a hat trick, how atrocious this defense has been lately. And I don't know, guys. Like I said, I'll be in shock if they even squeeze into the wild card. But if you ask me, this team is already checked out. The season's done. I'm just ready for Yankees baseball. I already seen them play the Brewers yesterday, and I have no problem watching them play again tomorrow. Like, I'm not even going to have a care in the world that they play the Sharks at 10:30. The Sharks just beat the Leafs too, by the way. So, yeah, it was not going to surprise me if the Sharks end up beating them too. They just beat the Leafs in the shootout. So, Sharks are actually, they have a bright future. And that's what the Rangers need to start doing. They need to put their young prospects on the top lines and start letting them create themselves into great players. Because that development system they have going on, it's not going to work that way. You got to feed them to the wolves. That's the only way this Rangers young core will get better in the future. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all leave a like, subscribe, and a comment. I will keep y'all updated, like I said, on the Anaheim Ducks game. I will upload another recap later on tonight. You guys can hopefully stay up for it or watch it in the morning. I have no problem with that as well. But thank y'all for tuning in. It's sadly still Let's Go Rangers despite their crazy season.